Good morning, I'm Carlos Pérez del Castillo. I was born in Montevideo, which is the capital of Uruguay, but I also am a farmer, so I'm in between Montevideo and the farm, cattle farm. I think there is a big challenge ahead of us. I have been involved in institutional reform before, and it seems to me that in order to face the challenges that agriculture is having at this moment, world food security, energy crisis, poverty, hunger. I think agriculture is an essential element of all these crises. And the challenge is to get our act together. For the centers these are global problems, we need collective actions, and I felt that it needed, above all, good governance. And I have been involved in governance in the last few years, and I felt that I could make a contribution. It is a global problem, and at this stage of my life, I'm more or less taking this type of challenges. Academic background on economics and agriculture. Then I changed hats a lot. I worked for almost 12 years in international organizations in the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, on commodities mainly, and international agreements on commodities. Then I moved to the government. In the government of Uruguay, I had also different positions, from Director General to Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs, Acting Minister, and then finally I ended up as a presidential advisor. I was also elected as a head of a regional organization whose main task was to coordinate Latin American positions on questions like trade and debt. And then I was ambassador to the WTO, to the World Trade Organization, where I was there for 6 years. I was the chairman of the General Council of the WTO during bumpy times of negotiations. And then now I'm a consultant, and as I mentioned, I've been working on governance. I did the evaluation of the governance of FAO, the evaluation of governance of the Global Environmental Facility. I've been involved on WTO disputes. For example, I'm the chairman of the dispute between Boeing and Airbus. And now I'm doing this job. So as you see, I changed hats a lot of times in my life, but always very close to agriculture. I think you need leadership. I think that you have defined strategies, defined policies, and above all, decide on priorities. I think that at the moment we have in the CGIAR, I think, a very good track record and good willingness from the donors to finance, but we are losing ground. And I think that in order to face the challenges, as I mentioned, we have to work collectively. And this is a big challenge that we have ahead of us, to collective action, collective responsibility, collective ownership of the process. What the donors are looking at is a long-term strategy on research, with impact, with results. And this is not going to be done by one. This is going to be done by all.